There have been two incidents, one in Jammu, one in North Kashmir, that have raised questions on the modus operandi or the way security forces acted in these two incidents. It has also triggered a political fight where the PDP is asking why the Umar Abdullah government is silent on the issue. I'll be joined by Iltija Mufti. Ma'am, first, what exactly are you raising your finger on? Are you saying that what the security forces are saying, where they're saying that in Sopore they chased the vehicle for almost 23 kilometers, the driver did not stop, and then they had to fire to deflate the tires, but the person died. So are you questioning the version of this?
Well, something is amiss in this version, Fareed. I mean, if you think about it yourself, you are on this wild goose chase where you're chasing a man, where you're chasing a civilian, and you claim that you didn't mean to shoot him, you were trying to deflate the tires. Then how is it that the bullet that's aiming at a tire reaches him and it leaves him wounded so fatally that he dies and he loses his life in the hospital? And unfortunately, there are earlier incidents where we've seen the armed forces enjoy unbridled impunity and get away with human rights violations. Their track record here has not been that clean, I'm afraid. Just last year in Rajouri and Punch, we saw how civilians were murdered in broad daylight by army men. This is not to say that every army man or every policeman is a black sheep. But there are human rights violations, and this looks like a very clear human rights violation.
Right. So it seems from last some time the security forces have been on the edge, because after the killing that happened where an army soldier, an ex-army soldier was killed, there has been a heightened alert. And then also there's this incident that has happened in Kathua. There the police says that they have initiated an investigation, DIG will probe it. So do you think that somewhere down the line, while the situation is normal, but there is something that they are seeing and we're not seeing because of this alert, and probably this extra vigilance really led to this Sopore kind of...
I'm sorry, but an extra vigilance does not give them the right to commit human rights violations. You see, even the man in Kathua, the 25-year-old man, Makhan Din, he was brutally tortured under police custody, and when he was released, I believe because he was dehumanized so much, or maybe because he was injured to a level कि वो मर गए. तो आप because security यहाँ रखने के लिए you cannot go to an extent where you start viewing everybody as a militant. Then what is the purpose of having policing here? A policeman, an armed force personnel is supposed to maintain law and order. You cannot violate law and order yourself. You cannot take the law into your hands. We don't want to imperil their investigations, but you cannot paint everybody with the same brush. And at the same time, when MHA says कि यहाँ militancy नहीं रही है, तो या तो आपका वर्जन गलत है, या आप कुछ हमसे छुपा रहे हैं, या तो कुछ यहाँ कुछ और चल रहा है. So something here is amiss.
And this has happened just day after there was a security review meeting that was held by the Home Minister. How do you see the connection?
Well, it shows you that they failed. It is a catastrophic failure, and this is something that I've said consistently since 2019, that there's no sense of normalcy, safety, security or dignity for any resident living in Jammu and Kashmir, whether that's in a Rajouri, Punch, jahan pehle human rights violations hoti bhi nahi thi, Baramulla, Sopore, any place, there's no sense of safety, there's no sense of security.
Last question, talking of, you targeted the Umar Abdullah government saying that they're absolutely silent on this.
Yeah.
That's also true since yesterday there has been no statement on this. So what exactly do you want the government to do right now? They say that they don't have the Home Ministry, or they don't control the security forces, so they are helpless. Do you really think they're helpless, or at least they could have come out?
Of course not. We always have a voice. What is the Chief Minister doing? It is his responsibility. People did not give him such a brute mandate. He has 51 MLAs. People elected him because they felt that there would be a sense of relief, there would be a sense of accountability. This is a very dog ate my homework कि हमारे पास statehood नहीं है तो हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. फिर आपने इलेक्शन क्यों लड़ा? आपने तो लोगों को प्रॉमिस किया था आप यहाँ PSA रिपील कराएंगे, तब आपको पता नहीं था. एंड छोड़िए, अगर पुलिस आपके अंडर है भी नहीं, could you not have issued a single statement? Could you not have visited this man in Kathua? Could you have not visited his family? I mean, they're bereaved. It's a clear human right violation. अगर आप पुलिस को कंट्रोल भी नहीं कर सकते तो मुंह तो खोलिए. आपके मुंह के अंदर दही क्यों जमा हुआ है इस वक्त? इलेक्शन से पहले तो आप बहुत वोकल थे, वोसिफेरसली बात करते थे. आज आप हर एक जो दिल्ली का बिट्रेयल है उसको आप नॉर्मलाइज करना चाहते हैं क्योंकि आपको कुर्सी प्यारी है.
Thank you so much.
थैंक यू.
That was Iltija Mufti, and in fact targeting the security forces at the same time, raising questions on the silence of the Umar Abdullah government, saying that they are silent. Although in their manifesto they had promised the sky, saying that they will lift or ensure that the PSA is revoked, but on the ground they are absolutely silent. And while we all know that Home Ministry is not in their control, but at least Umar Abdullah and the government could have spoken on this. They could have visited these victims. So obviously, on one hand, while there is a political controversy bring PDP opposition trying to target the Umar Abdullah government, but quite clearly the security forces under scanner, because there have been two incidents, one in Jammu, one in Kashmir, that have really led to this tension that has come up at least in North Kashmir and in parts of Jammu. Though the government says the security agencies have initiated inquiry on both the incidents in Jammu, the DIG level officer will inquire, and in Sopore also there is an internal inquiry. But obviously this is something that the security agencies, the government would want not to happen, because these incidents can really lead to a spiral effect. In the past we have seen that such incidents do create law and order issues and do create a sense of anger amongst the people. So we'll have to wait and see how the investigation goes, but already political controversy with PDP not only targeting the security forces but also the elected Umar Abdullah government. With campus and Tariq Loan Mir, Farid, Srinagar for India Today.